shit! Hi guys, welcome to Nerdbytes, and this is going to be my spoiler review for episode 10 of season 6 of Game of Thrones. Before we begin, of course there will be spoilers throughout this video, so make sure you go and see the finale before you check out my review. You have been warned. Holy shit, a lot of stuff went down in this episode. What a finale. It's literally just pushing forward to the final big battle. Everything's put into place. Awesome. We begin with the dramatic music and the piano playing over in King's Landing. You've got Cersei not going to a trial, Tommen's not being able to leave. She's made sure the mountain made sure he stays there. You've got everybody else at the set. The High Sparrow, all the, Marjorie Tyrell, all of them about to do Soloris' trial just before Cersei. She's not there. They're busy doing his trial, scarring him up and everything. Maester gets killed as well, killed by the little birds, the little kids. They stab him to death. Then you've got Cersei's nephew, the guy converted, going straight down underneath the city, runs into exactly what we thought it would be: wildfire, prepped and ready underneath the city. He gets stabbed in the leg, doesn't make it in time to these little flames that are melting through to the wildfire. And obviously above you've got Marjorie saying we need to get out, and then at the last minute, explosion, destroys the set, kills all the Tyrells, kills the High Sparrow, everyone inside it, bang, all dead and obliterated. Fuck. I mean, that just, it makes Cersei just so much more evil. One thing I liked as well with Cersei is the fact that she that nun person that, shamed her and everything and tortured her while she was locked away, has her pinned down. She's torturing her by pouring wine on her, saying she's not going to die yet. Then the mountain comes in, takes her helmet off and starts torturing her and locks her away and says, I enjoy it and all that kind of stuff. Again, they're pushing so much. I think Cersei is going to be the big person to beat, as far as everyone else is concerned, for the White Walkers. They're building her up as an even bigger bad person. I've started to feel sorry for her at the start of this season, but at the end of it, she's right back where she should be, being a bitch. Tommen, I mean, I didn't expect that. I did not expect him to do that. He's just standing there after he's seen the set completely destroyed. Obviously, he thinks that everybody's dead, which obviously everyone except Cersei is. Instantly depressed. He walks off screen, taking off his crown, walks back on screen, and jumps out the window and commits suicide. I mean, wow. Did not see that coming at all. I thought he'd be angry and go after Cersei or something, but nope, just killed himself. We get a little bit of tension with Jaime and Walder Frey as well. We're saying, do we really need you? Then we've also got a little bit of Sam as well. Sam and Gilly make it to this new city. I can't remember what the city's called for the life of me, but he's off to be a maester. He enters the big library and he's like awestruck by it. It's a pretty awesome library, so that's his little arc on the way as well. Red Woman, she admits to killing Shireen. Davos comes up, throws the stag at her, she catches it, and he gets her to admit it right in front of Jon. Fuck, he's pissed, he's angry, and then Jon's just like, right south, if you come in the north again, I'll have you hanged for a murderer, and off she goes. And the one great thing is before she goes, Davos says, if you come back, I'll kill you myself. And just, I don't know where she's going to go or who she's going to fall in leagues with. I mean, because she's quite a dangerous person. If she can find the right person to be with, she fucking teams up with Cersei. That's not a good thing. The winter is here moment, I really enjoyed that. Just a little moment with Jon and Sansa on the walls of Winterfell, and basically saying that a white raven has arrived, and it's signalled that winter is here. Then you get a nice little moment with the music over the top. He looks up into the sky and said, well, Dad said it would always happen, didn't he? And it was just a good little moment, considering this winter is coming stuff has been pushing so much through all these seasons, and it's finally here. It was a good little moment. Varys is in Dorne with the Queen of Thorns and, all the girls and everything. That's a little bit weird. I mean, I don't know what's going on there potentially. They're forming leagues for revenge. It seems like it's all heading towards King's Landing, where there's just going to be carnage. Tyrion, Hand of the Queen, brilliant. I mean, we had a little moment with Daenerys and her lover, I can't remember the guy's name, I'm going to keep forgetting his freaking name. There's so many fucking names to remember. She basically said to him, we can't be together because you're a liability. I need to potentially marry someone when I'm down there to help. It doesn't help me with you being there, so you have to stay here and rule for me here, so I have allies on this side of the pond when I sail off. Then she has a little chat with Tyrion and names him Hand of the Queen, gives him a little emblem, everything very similar to the Hand of the King look. And that's brilliant, that's awesome, because it solidifies their partnership, and I like that, because he was always up and down for a little bit, but that is awesome. I'm glad he gets that, because that's the kind of role that he's perfect for. Arya, tiny little scene with her this week. Didn't expect this to happen either. I didn't think we'd see her at all in this episode. She makes it to the twins and uses her faceless skills as some kind of like cupbearing girl to Walder Frey, and then peels off her head and slices his throat just like he did with her mother, and gets revenge for that, watches him die. Wow, didn't see that coming, didn't see him dying at all. I thought he'd last for a little bit longer, but the fact that Arya was the one that killed him, brilliant. Nice little way to finish off our arc for this season. Bran, he gets left by Benjen. They're left by one of the god trees, and he's basically saying, I can't obviously go over the wall at the moment. I'm still here. I'm fighting for the living, so off he has to go. Then we get our final Bran vision for this season, and it's the one we all wanted. They didn't actually say it word for word, but that with the way they've set it up, it's got to be. It's absolutely got to be. You've got Ned going up to the top of the Tower of Joy, seeing Lyanna in a pool of blood. Then she whispers something to him. Then she says, "Promise me, Ned." She dies, and he has a little child in front of him. And then that little child, you see the face, and then it fades, and it goes straight to Jon's face into the next scene with the music over the top. And I'm sorry, but it's confirmed. It's got to be R plus L equals J. He's a Stark / Targaryen, which it just, I'm so happy to have that rumour be the payoff. I'm so happy that that's the case, because there were so many other theories, but that was the running one, and I'm glad they've gone with that, because I love it. I think it brings so much more to the character of Jon Snow. What is what we want, and God, this season has really given us a lot of things that we want, and it's brilliant. And speaking of Jon, he's the King of the North as well. I mean, absolutely brilliant. You've got Lady Mormont standing up and shouting at all the other guys for basically just leaving them to it during the fight last week, and then they all apologise. They get onto one knee, they say their bit, and they just say, I don't care if you're a bastard, you still got Ned's blood running through your veins, you're a Stark to me, you're the King of the North. Everyone's chanting King of the North. He's finally got it's amazing. But then you've got Littlefinger that does not look very happy with it. So I'm really intrigued to see what happens there, because he's always that character. You think, what is he planning to do next? Because he flicks back and forth all the time. So God, I'm a little bit worried there. But fuck, he's a king. Jon's a King of the North. Brilliant. Jaime and Bronn, they make it back to King's Landing. Obviously see the devastation. He walks into the throne room just as Cersei is being crowned Queen of the Seven Kingdoms, which obviously he knows straight away that Tommen has got to be dead, and you can see it in his eyes as they clock each other. And the theory going round that people think that Jaime might be the one to kill Cersei eventually, that has a lot more potential now that this has happened, because he full well knows that Tommen is dead, and she's, it's her fault. Technically, it is her fault. So next season, God, I can't wait to see what their characters are go like, because the tension is going to be unbearable. And finally, again, this series giving us what we want and what we've wanted for a long time. Daenerys, finally she's sailing for Westeros. I mean, fuck, we've been waiting for this for such a long time, but finally see all these ships clad with dragons on the front and everything, the 3 dragons flying overhead with all the guys on those boats, and they're sailing and flying straight towards Westeros. Finally, we're going to get the new season is going to be hopefully starting with her landing on Westeros, and God, it's going to be awesome. I mean, honestly, the budget is going to have to go way up for the next season, because it's going to be amazing. Dragons are going to be a bit more forefront, there's going to be more battles and everything, but what a way to end this season, giving us that one final bit that we really have been wanting for a long time. Overall, guys, I think the finale of Season 6 of Game of Thrones was absolutely incredible. It gave us the things that we wanted. It built up ready for the next season, got you pumped as hell. It finished off some nice little arc pieces with each characters knowing where they are and everything, giving you those moments that you want, like the R plus L equals J thing, like Daenerys sailing for Westeros. All brilliant stuff. And overall, I think the season was a really good, solid season. It only had a couple of episodes that lagged a bit. Overall, great season. It gave us a lot that we wanted, building up brilliantly. Again, awesome characters, awesome storylines. Can't wait for the next season, and I've got to absolutely give it 5 stars. So that's what I thought of episode 10 of season 6 of Game of Thrones, and indeed the entire series as a whole. What did you think about it? Let me know down in the comments, or send me an email. You can also find me in the various social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and moviepilot.com. Just type in Nerd Bites anywhere and I'm sure you'll find me. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share my videos. And of course, keep it nerdy.